here is a quick video about editing or copying, modifying tests. I forgot to include that in the original video. So if you needed to modify a test or wanted to make a correction yourself, or if you wanted to create a test from scratch, you would go over here to Test Design, okay, and go to Tests. Okay, so you would find your bank. I'm going to go with 21, 22, grade 9, 12 math. Okay, so once I click on the bank, I can see all of the tests over here. If I wanted to create a new test, I can hit add new test up on top. I'm going to go into the 21, 22, grade 9 algebra 1 midterm. If I wanted to change it, it happens to be this was, it said final by mistake, so I was able to just go right in there, rename it as midterm, and click change, save changes, and that was done. If I wanted to make a new copy, if I wanted to make a modified copy, or if somebody didn't get to teach one unit because they started teaching late or something like that, I know that was a question we got. So then they can click on move and copy, move or copy, create a copy. I'm going to select the bank that I'd like to put it into. So right here, the same bank, I'm going to click on the arrow, move or copy the test, and they call it same test name with the word clone. Okay, so I'm going to rename it the name that I would like it to have. I'd like it to say tutorial. So I'll click copy. Okay. Yes, things tend to take time, especially when you are editing tests. So expect this to happen when you try it on your end. So here we are, tutorial 21, 22, grade 9, right? So that's the new copy I made. It's in the bank where I put it. And now I'm going to open the test and show you a little bit of how to edit it. Okay, so when I open it, I can first see the general information about this. So right now it says it has 103 points possible. I did not mean to click on that. 103 possible points. What I just clicked on up here is where I can put test instructions if I wanted. And it says a little bit about the overall test. And then on the left side, it has all the questions. So right here, I can change the order of the items. Again, that usually takes a while to load every time we try to make changes in here, but I can change the order just by dragging, and changing it around. I'll click on an individual item. So here I'm clicking on this item and checking how many points it is. It says 1 point. I'd like my question to be worth 4 points, so I'll click on 4. I would save that. I'm not going to do it right now so that you don't have to wait and watch as that works. Then if I want to edit the actual item, I click right here, edit item, and I can, the words or whatever. I know one of the things that I heard was maybe special ed teachers would like to eliminate some answer choices to modify the test. So over here, I just hit this arrow and got to the next question. In this question, I want to edit the answer choices. I would go right here and I can just hit the X and get rid of one of those choices if I didn't want it, and I can hit OK. Now I'm going to hit cancel, but I can hit OK and it would just eliminate the choice like that. Okay, and then once I'm finished editing the question, I will save and close. It'll ask me if I'm sure. Okay. And again, I can see the total points of my test, make sure that that's okay. I can scroll down and kind of just see the number of items. If I wanted to delete an item, I can click the checkbox and I could delete the question up here. And once I'm happy with it, I can close it. And then I could choose my test preferences over here. So I'd have to go back to it now that I closed it. In the other video, I showed you how you can change the test preferences right before you assign a test. But if you wanted to change it for everyone, you would change it over here. You would hit test preferences, and you would have the same options. I ran through them in the other video, so if you'd like more details on these, you can do that. Over here, you do have the option to lock a preference. So say you wanted, must answer all questions. I turn it on, and I want that when the other teachers, if I was the author of the test, and other teachers weren't really going to go over here, they're just going to modify the preferences as they assign it, I can lock this if I don't want anyone else to be able to modify that. So right now we all have access as authors, so it's not so relevant, but if you created your own test and didn't want anyone else to change it, you have the option to lock it. That's the only thing that's different in the preferences over here. Okay, so I save those changes and I close it, and the only other thing I will show you right here is the option to print the test. Okay, so I have the option. There are a couple of different things you can read through, and you can create PDF. So this is if you were perhaps a special ed teacher and wanted, or a math teacher and wanted the kids to be able to have a copy of the test, a hard copy. You can print it like this if you want the kids to be able to see the same view that they have on the screen as they're testing, or if you just didn't have a hard copy and would like to give the students a hard copy, then here is where you can access the Linkit version of the hard copy. The covers, the gist, to create some more little tutorials or just questions.